welcome to franchise mode Madden 25, where we are going to be the Carolina Panthers again, only because I really didn't get to finish 24 because I had a move in between then, and then I had computer problems and just it didn't go well. So we're gonna have a full season of Carolina Panthers this year, you guys, and I cannot wait for that. But we are going to pick the Carolina Panthers because they are technically the worst team in the world. So what we are going to do is just try to build the Panthers into a Super Bowl contender, which might take a long time because as we look at the team, not that great. So we look at the offense, we are going to have Bryce Young as our quarterback for his second year of NFL experience. The only problem is that the first year wasn't that great because our offensive line was actually pretty brutal. And this year, maybe it can be better because we don't have anybody under 75. Iquanu did take a step back last year, but hopefully he is better. Then we signed Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt to be our main guards, which we've always had a problem with. We still have Taylor Moton on the right tackle, who is a stud, and Austin Corbin moves from left guard to center, which he hasn't really played that much, but hey, you never know. At running back, we do have Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks, but we also have Miles Sanders. So we have three running backs that we're going to use. IRL, Jonathan Brooks isn't going to be playing much because he did have a clean ACL tear at one point in the season against Texas. So Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard will be playing in real life. But in this game, it's going to be Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks mainly. And receivers, we did trade for Deontay Johnson, which is going to be a huge get for Bryce Young. And then we drafted Xavier Legette, and the dude has the best accent in all of NFL, so that's going to be fun. But we also have Adam Thielen and Terrence Marshall Jr. along with Jonathan Mingo, so hopefully our offense is a little bit better. The only problem is that we do have Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble, one of the worst tight end rooms in the NFL, but I think Sanders is going to do very well in real life, but he's only a 68 overall in this game. Now the most brutal part is our defense. Derek Brown is our main defensive player, a 90 superstar, 86 overall for JC Horn. If he can stay healthy, he is one of our best defensive players. We have Dane Jackson and Dimitri Boodle, I think that's his name, with Troy Hill and Charles Smith Wade as our cornerbacks. Jordan Fuller and Xavier Woods are solid safety options, so we'll be good with safeties. And we have Woonham, Shaq Thompson, and Clowney out here. The only problem is that I don't think most of these guys are going to stay for that long, but we do also have Josie Jewell on a 2-year contract to replace Shaq Thompson if he doesn't stay. And we also have Trayvon Wallace, who we drafted in the 3rd round out of Kentucky. So a rookie. I mean, the future of our defense right there. On our line, other than Derek Brown, we have Shy Tuttle, Crumbly, and Ashawn Robinson. Not that great. So we're definitely going to need to get better at that. But yeah, that's our team. So let's hope we can, I don't know, do something. Always going to do a weekly strategy for every single game that we play. That's not preseason because preseason doesn't really matter that much. So I'm not too worried about it right now. So we're not really going to do a weekly strategy for preseason. And in training camp here, I'm just running the ball with Jonathan Brooks, trying to get into the touchdown, trying to get gold with 20 seconds left. And we do get gold. Hopefully that helps him out with a lot of XP boosts, because that would be pretty great. But right now we got gold, and I'm gonna just okay. Oh, didn't get a touchdown this time. 10 seconds left, and I run into one of those things, but we're still going to score a touchdown. Let's try to get over 80,000 here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get it here. So boom, over 90,000 actually, and we got gold. So that's fun for Jonathan Brooks. All right, we are in our first preseason game. I bumped the time to 6 minutes because I don't feel like playing 10 minutes of preseason. Just gonna throw some highlights in for this episode for all the preseason games because I'm gonna be playing all of them in this episode. So not gonna be too worried about any of the highlights or gameplay. Just the highlights. If things happen, you will see them. The first highlight I'm going to show is this very weird kickoff again, because there are different kickoff rules for the NFL. And I still don't really understand the rules, so I'm not going to try to explain. Alright, so that's not a really good highlight for JC Horn in the preseason. Oh, come on. I thought, Xavier, if you weren't like diving on the ground, you probably could have had that interception. But they do run the ball in and score a touchdown, unfortunately. Our first time returning a kick in this new kickoff rules. And I think we get a good gain. Here goes Bryce Young for his first preseason action. The ball out to Lee Gett, who breaks off a couple of tackles and is still going. The ball out to Jatavion Sanders, our rookie, makes a catch and gets 21 yards on that carry. Miles Sanders carries the ball and gets 7 yards. Jonathan Brooks picks up a first down. He is open. Mingo gets a 9-yard gain with a good throw by Andy Dalton, our backup quarterback. Jonathan Brooks with a good carry there. Jonathan Brooks right up the middle gets onto the 1-yard line. Jonathan Brooks into the end zone for our first touchdown in the preseason. Oh, what a sack by Kayvon Chason, former first-round pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, Josie. He can't get there, but Franklin Jr. can. I don't think he plays for us anymore. Launches it, and it's going to be intercepted by Sam Franklin Jr., who, like I said, I don't think we have on our team anymore. Get out to Jonathan Brooks on this screen. He makes a spin move, made a man miss. Go ahead and call a timeout and see if we can try to get a field goal or something. Air it out to Sanders, and he drops it. Okay. All right, so they just had a great pass. And now they're going to try to kick a field goal to take the lead before half. And they're not going to do it because we are going to block the kick, and Boodle's going to pick it up. What a preseason game. Jonathan Brooks is running angry. What a game for him so far. Josh Smith-Wade, I don't know if that's going to be an interception. But hey, I mean, that's 2 interceptions in the end zone, but they're probably going to review that, aren't they? Oh, they're not. So that was a pick. I thought his foot was definitely out of bounds, but I'll take it. That's not what we want to see. Jonathan Mingo goes down with an injury. Great. Upper arm fracture for Jonathan Mingo. Great. Jonathan Brooks with a big gain. 74 yards for Jonathan Brooks right now. 62 picked up. Oh, barely picked up the block. That was Chandler Zavala there. But we get a big game for Jonathan Brooks, and he's kind of looking like the #1 option right now for wide receiver, or for running back, sorry. Jonathan Brooks into the end zone for his first touchdown. And look at that. We're taking the lead in preseason. They throw a screen on 4th down, and it's not going to work. And we're going to pick up our first win in the preseason game. So let's go ahead and go into our second one. Go ahead and add a skill point to elusiveness for Jonathan Brooks. He goes up to a 78 overall, 79 with the boost. Okay, for us, Jonathan Mingo will only be out for the preseason and maybe the first game of the season. Hopefully, he's not out for too long. His storyline ready for your PES conference this week from our offense coordinator. I assume they're going to ask me about position battles. They might. Just be careful what you commit to. If they do, got it. All right, here's our first press conference as Dave Canales in the Carolina football franchise. What's the question? You should be having a running back position battle, according to something, which stat will determine the winner of the battle between Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. There will not be a battle. Highest yards per carry, most rush yards. I do think, okay, I don't know. Yeah, there won't be a battle. Hubbard is our starter and he will be. Jonathan Brooks is going great. I doubt that will go over well in the locker room. Your players lost trust in you because you didn't allow players to fight for the job. Morale dropped by 10. I mean, he's gonna be our, okay, whatever. They are just a bunch of babies. Another press conference. Training camp this time. Let's see what they ask me this time. Good morning, time to kick off the season. Now that we're in the middle of camp, I've got some roster questions for you. Great, let's go. Quick question about the left tackle Iquanu. What about Icky? What do you have him working on in training camp? He wasn't really that good in pass blocking last year, so we're definitely gonna do pass blocking power because he allowed a lot of sacks last year, so that's going to be something very needed. All right, we have a couple upgrades to do here for Xavier Woods. We're going to go ahead and put it in zone so he can be more of a scheme fit. And then we have, who is it over here? Xavier Leggett. He is going to be, I think deep threat is going to be our main need. Because Bryce Young's going to have somebody to just throw the ball to. So hopefully at some point he can get speed. Jatavian on Sanders, vertical threat for sure. He'll go up to a 69. Nice. And then our last one is going to be Shaw Smith-Wade, who did have an interception. So not bad for a backup. Second preseason game, first one at home. Let's see what we can do. I bumped the time down to either 4 minutes or 5 minutes because, like I said, it's just preseason, so not too important. I mean, it's obviously important, but you know what I mean. Wide open. Good Lord, where did our defense go? Intercepted by Troy Hill. We have 3 interceptions in 2 preseason games. Our defensive secondary might be pretty good. To Chuba, who gets a big first down gain. Alrighty. That was cool, I guess. Well, Chuba just got absolutely wrecked. Let's get it out to Chuba. Pick up that first down on 4th down. What a good call. Oh, Bryce throws a pick. Oh, no. That's not good. Good to Deontay Johnson to pick up second and inches. Oh, what a... Okay. All right. Chuba Hubbard gets the first down for us. Feeling over the middle. Alrighty. They're going to score right before half. Oh my God. Adam Thielen drops it. It's a good pass by Andy Dalton to Terrence Marshall Jr. All right, we are at preseason week 4. We are going to need to cut 22 players. And I had to cut, actually no, because he's, yeah, I mean, this isn't real life. So It doesn't really matter. Gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these really bad players. Unfortunately for Chandler Wooten, because he actually plays a lot in our game. All right, here is a storyline. Heading into team meeting moon right now. Be right there. Are you ready for the team culture speech? I know we do this every year. I am ready. Great. See you in the morning. Darren Young is not our defensive coordinator IRL, so whatever. Team meeting week 4 of preseason. Culture defines how we play every single week. What culture do you want us to embrace? Bryce Young asks. Physical, playing with toughness, let your QB choose. Explosive, make you splash play. Discipline, mistake-free football. We'll play smart and disciplined. On offense, we'll be great at intangibles, and on defense, we'll focus on play rec. Great, says Bryce Young. Let's start the season off right. That was it. Okay, disciplined culture. Your players will receive a +3 boost for the entire season in pursuit and play rec on defense and carrying on offense. And before we end this, let's go ahead and go into manage staff and let's view the talent tree and spin some things. Let's go to offensive development for sure. You already own this one. Two-way tight end or road grader. Let's go ahead and do some for offensive line because we definitely need that. And that's all we can get because this is not college football anymore. All right, that's gonna do it. All right, that's gonna do it for the very first game or very first episode. All right, it's gonna do it for the very first episode of Madden 25 career. And that's gonna do it for the 20. And that is going to do it for the first episode of Madden 25 franchise mode. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this series because we are going to take the Panthers and hopefully win something. Who knows? We'll see. But next episode, we'll play our very first game and I cannot wait. And I will see you guys there. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.